Hi, I'm RL from MathinSG.com. In this video here, we'll be going through the H2 Math 2024 Paper 1 Question 4. This question here is an inequality question. So let's do it together. So part A, without using a calculator, solve the inequality. So let's do it. So we have this inequality here. So 4 over x plus 2 is greater than or equals to x minus 3 over x. So whenever we have this type of inequalities, right, and particularly when you have a greater than or equals to sign or lesser than or equals to sign, first write out what values x cannot take. Okay, we know that x cannot be minus 2 as well as 0, because if it is these values here, the 4 over x plus 2 will be undefined when x is negative 2. X minus 3 over x will be undefined if x is equals to 0. So therefore, x cannot take these two values here. Okay, so later on, if you see that your inequality contains these values, remember to reject or take away these values here. Okay, so now with that, let's bring this over and make it into a single fraction. So I have 4x plus 2 minus x minus 3 over x is greater than or equals to 0. Let's put everything together. So this one will give me x squared minus x. So because minus 3x plus 2x is minus x. Okay, then minus 6 over this. Okay, so I have negative x squared. Then 4x minus x will give me 3x, then plus 6. Okay, so next let's factorize this portion here. So factorizing x minus x squared plus 3x plus 6 will give us negative x plus 1, x minus 6. Okay, then we have x plus 2 greater than or equals to 0. Okay, so now let's draw out the number line. I know that when x equals to 0, when x is equals to negative 2, maybe let me do it this way. I need more space. So x equals to minus 2, x equals to minus 1, and x equals to 6 I'm interested in these points because of these factors here. So when I put in these values here, 0, minus 2, minus 1, and 6, okay, it will be equals to 0 or undefined. And we know that at these 2 points here, they will be undefined. So I put an open circle. Okay, next what I'll do, I'll sub in a very big number, maybe 100. So if I sub in 100 here, this is positive, 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 but it's a negative sign here. So here's minus. So here should be plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. Okay, so now I want this to be greater than or equals to 0. So it occurs here and here, right? So it's from minus 2 to minus 1 and from 0 to 6. Okay, and remember, because x cannot take minus 2 and 0, so it must exclude minus 2. But x can take minus 1, so include minus 1. Then for this portion here, it will be x from 0 to 6. All right. Okay, so we are done with part 1, part A. So next we are asked to hence solve the inequality of this one. So hence means we need to make use of part A. So if we compare part A with part B, the only difference is we have replaced x with mod A. Sorry, with mod x. So we will replace x in part A with mod x. Okay, so therefore we have this. Sorry, don't include the minus 2. Okay, so now what do I have? Okay, sorry, this is minus 1. Pardon me. So here should be minus 1. Okay, so now this one we will reject immediately. since mod x must always be greater than or equals to 0. So we're only left to solve this one here, right? Okay, so let's do it here. So x is from 0 to lesser than or equals to 6. It's more than 0 but lesser than or equals to 6. So in other words, right, sorry, I need to change this to mod x. So we know that mod x is lesser than or equals to 6. So we know that x will be in between minus 6 and 6, but x cannot be 0. So if you want to rewrite it, it could be x is from minus 6 to 0, or from 0 to 6, but you cannot include 0, okay, because when x mod x is 0, okay, so when x is 0 here, this whole thing will be undefined, so we cannot have that. So therefore we need to exclude 0 from the answer. So this will be your final answer. All right.